हाय एवरीवन। आज हम बात करेंगे एक ऐसे टॉपिक के बारे में जो हमारे काम से रिलेटेड है। काम मतलब वर्क। सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कर्म योगा। इट्स yoga of action. Okay, so today we will talk about what is the principle of karma yoga and how we can apply it in our life today, in our modern work culture today. So as I said, karma yoga is yoga of action. Okay, so fundamentally yoga is union, is self-realization, and even actions or work can also lead us to this self-realization. So it is not just asanas and bhakti or the other things. Even work can lead us to the ultimate, which is self-realization. So what are the key principles of karma yoga? I think the most important principle of karma yoga is the cause and effect. We will get what we have sowed, so we will reap whatever we have sowed. Whatever we have today, maybe in past we have worked for it. So there is no way that we have got anything unless we deserve it. So whatever we do today will create our future, and whatever we have today is because of the actions of the past. So this is really the most important principle of karma yoga, which can be also called cause and effect, principle of cause and effect. Now, what really is good action or bad action? There has been a lot of debate about this, ki how can I have virtuous action versus, let's say, not so good or vicious actions. So it's very important for us to understand that we are in this world to perform our role. Okay, our role could be a butcher's role, or it could be an army man's role. So it's not what we do that is important, it's how we do and with what intention we do that is important. So if you guys remember, in Bhagavad Gita, Arjun was disillusioned, and he didn't want to fight the battle with his own brothers and do a bloodshed with his own family. So Krishna advises him कि अर्जुन, तू युद्ध कर, तू फल से मत डर, don't worry about the result. Okay, you do your action, you do your duty, and don't worry about the result or bad action or good action. So I think this gives us a good cue that we have a role to perform, and there is nothing like a good action or a bad action. Any action that is performed in full awareness is good action. Okay, any action which doesn't harm anyone, knowingly, unknowingly, is a good action. But sometimes we have to fight a war for a bigger cause, for happiness of a larger cause or a larger population. So I think we don't have to get into that detail. We just have to see that what is my duty at that point of time, what is my role. If my role is a soldier's role, I might have to fight the battle. So that's point number one. Point number two is that a lot of time, all of us are driven with certain motives. Motive could be fame, motive could be money. People even go to the extent of, going to heaven and hell. Most of us wants to go to heaven. So motive drives human beings. Motive drives all of us. So sometimes if we can work without any selfish motive, it's karma yoga. We work as in service to humanity, as a service to Almighty. That is karma yoga. So remove the doership gradually, detach ourselves from the doership. And that's a very difficult task for most of us, because our ego gets a boost when we are the doer, or we attach ourselves with the outcome or the result of our action. And in fact, that's the only reason why we perform a certain action. So it's very difficult for most of us today to remove ourselves from the result of the action. But it's a key requirement. We have to detach ourselves from the result of the action, from the doership. In fact, Swami Vivekananda ji said nor I, but thou. So it's not me who's doing it, but it's the Almighty who's doing all the action. So I think, a certain amount of surrender, a certain amount of flowing with the universe would give us the sense that we are not the doer. Things are happening through us. We are performing a role. The director is someone else. I think that realization is a key realization. Coming next to how can we do the right action? I touched upon it earlier also. I think any action done in awareness, can be the right action. Sometimes our actions also get skewed with our limited belief system, with our skewed perception. So a lot of time we don't see this world clearly. We don't see everything with clarity. We don't see things as they are. So as a result, our action is not suitable for that particular occasion. So yoga also helps us, like physical form of yoga, whether it's asana, whether it's pranayam, all these other activities help us to clear our mind, to purify our minds, so that we can see the world clearly. We can see everything around us in a clear way. And only when we can see everything around us in a clear way, we can take the right action. Okay? So, yoga, in terms of asana and pranayam, is the key step for karma yoga to happen. Okay? Unless we break this doership within us, unless we break this belief system of rewards, of goals within us, we would not be able to travel on the path of karma yoga. So friends, this is all I had to say today about karma yoga. Please share your comments, your questions, and I'll try to answer all of them. Thank you so much. Bye.